Hey, 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 how you all doing? So, today I'm going to make a cake, and it's a recipe from my granny. She used to make this cake, and we haven't made it for a long time. It's just like, well, let's try something that we haven't tried for a while. And it's kind of a bit of a cheating cake because I'm going to use a cake mix. So, it's okay. Everybody's doing it. First of all, what I like to do when I'm going to bake anything is get my oven heated up. Turn the oven on to the right temperature. Then you're on a time frame. There's no walking away. And then I get the pan ready. This is going to be like a 9 by 11 pan. And I'm just going to put in a little bit of oil because, well, it won't stick if I use oil. And then I'm just going to use my little piece of paper towel and smear it around a little bit so that it doesn't stick. Yeah. And now my pan is ready so that when my cake is all ready, I don't have to worry about getting the pan ready. It's one of the first things they teach, actually. So I hope you're getting all this. I'm going to put my pan over here, and then I'm going to make, it's going to be a pineapple pudding cake, I guess. It's really good. Definitely not diet food. No. So first of all, I take the cake mix out of the box. Cut it open because you can't even tear these kind of bags anymore. Don't even try because it doesn't work. Make sure your bowl is clean. Okay, it's clean. Pour it in. Isn't that easy? I mean, really, I like this baking. I just kind of get it all. And get the lumps out. And then, in a separate little thing here. Oh, wait a minute, I need the instructions. Yeah, 1 1/4 cups of water and 1/2 cup of oil and 3 eggs. So first of all, I'm going to put in that. Hang on. Oh. First of all, I'm going to put in the 1 cup of water. Purified water, like drinking water, right? And 1 1/4, so I'll put in the quarter. Just like that. And then I'm going to put in 1/2 cup of oil, which here it is. It's vegetable oil, sunflower oil. And I'm just going to add it in here, so I just go up to 3/4 because I needed 1/2 cup. Sometimes I put a little bit less, and it's okay. Seems like an awful lot of oil, but. And then you take your 3 eggs and drop them in there. Oh, I'm not going to have enough room. Well, that's okay. I got another bowl. Hope you're enjoying this. Yeah, well, you know, I'm cooking. Yeah, you gotta watch out you don't get any shells in there. I'm kind of bad for that, but I always check. You know, I want to make sure, because there's nothing worse than taking a bite of something and getting some eggshell in there. That's just no bueno. Well, that looks good. Okay, so I'm going to pour this mixture into that mixture. Carefully. Like that. And then I'm going to take a fork and just kind of break the eggs and just kind of mix it together in there a little bit. You know? Like, oh, oops. You got to be careful that you keep it in the bowl. So don't stir it too vigorously, unless you have a bigger bowl. Anywho, so then, yeah, you just take the this mixture, and you can make a little dent in the middle, which I didn't do, but it's okay. And then you pour in the egg, oil, water mixture. All of that in there, just like that, right? It's pretty easy. It's pretty hard to mess it up. Yeah. Yeah. And then, if you have an electric mixer, you can mix it with the electric mixer, but today I'm going to use my whisk. And then just start mixing it up. You're supposed to stir it for like 2 minutes to get all the lumps out and the bubbles and just mixed, well mixed. Yeah. Yeah. Just stir it up. Beating it. I'm beating it. I'm just beating that thing. Oh, try not to let it splash. Yeah. Stir around the sides so you get all the batter mixed in and all the dry spots wet. Get all the dry spots wet in your bowl. And then just keep mixing. Just like this. Can you see? Oh, it's a white cake. It's like vanilla. It's yellow. It's a yellow cake. It looks kind of yellow. Yeah. That's just the kind that Granny used. Yeah. She'd be proud. She'd be proud. And if you put pineapple, right? We have a fresh pineapple, so we're gonna use fresh pineapple.
And what are you beating on?
Oh, hello. I'm doing this cake. Remember we talked about it?
Oh, the cake, Granny's
cake.
Oh, that's so cool.
I know, right?
Thank you, Donna.
I was just telling them how we have a fresh pineapple that we're going to cut it up and use that, because when Granny used to make it, I think she used canned pineapple because we don't live in a country where you could get fresh pineapple.
That's true.
So this one's going to be with fresh pineapple. So I'm stirring this, whisking.
Looks good.
Yeah. Oh, you know what?
Yummy.
Yeah. Okay. I said I'd turn the oven on, but I lied. I didn't. Now she's going to turn it on. It heats up fast. Anyway, so yeah, whisk. 2 minutes of whisking. I think it's been 2 minutes yet. I know I'm working up a little bit of moisture on my forehead. Yeah, it looks pretty smooth. I don't see any lumps. I think it's just about ready. Look at how smooth, silky smooth it is. Okay, and so when it's stirred up enough, which I feel like it's done. I feel like it's stirred enough. Thanks, Sis. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm looking forward to it.
I know, me too. You can help me with the pineapple cutting.
Okay.
And then just pour it into the pan that you've already got greased, because I told you to do that. Right? pour it all in. Use your spatula to get out everything. Get it nice and clean. Like that. And that's it. Well, that's this part of it. I always give it a little tap to get the bubbles out. And they do come to the top. There's bubbles right there. And there. So now I'm going to put it in the oven, and then when I come back, we'll be working on the pineapple, and then there's this really good vanilla pudding mix that we're going to make up, and then whipping cream on top. It's like, oh my God, it's really good. So stick around and. Okay, now the oven is ready. And like I said earlier, the first thing you do is you always turn your oven on and get it temperature-wise, because otherwise you have to wait, like I just did, until the oven gets hot enough. But it's hot enough now, so I'm putting it in, and it's like, I don't know, 25, 30, no, not 40. We'll put it at 30, and then check it. Because you don't want it to get overdone. You can usually smell when it's ready. It's just gives it that I'm done smell. So stick around and you'll see it come out. Ta-ta. It's ready. It smells like it's done. You can tell when it's done because it just has that smell. I'm going to test it anyways by sticking a toothpick into the center. And if it comes out clean, which it did, then it's done. You can also tell if it's done if you see it kind of pulling away from the sides of the pan. I'll show you. You kind of see how it sort of pulls away from the sides. That means it's done and it's very hot. So I'm taking it in the house so it can cool. Hey. So here is the second phase of making this cake. Granny's cake. You have to make some pudding, vanilla pudding. So I'm going to take this package of vanilla pudding. It's not like the kind you get up north because this doesn't have any sugar in it. And it's in Spanish, so unless you kind of get the whole drift of what you're supposed to do, and I've had a few attempts at it. Yeah, translate the instructions. First time I made it, I didn't put any sugar in it, and it didn't taste very good at all. So with this, I'm going to just cut it open, and in a medium saucepan, pour in the powdered mix. It's basically cornstarch and flavoring. Pour all that in. It's just like, powder. And then I'm going to put in like this much, which is a half a cup of sugar. I think a half a cup ought to do it. You can really do it to taste. I hope this is right. Okay, so the sugar is in and the mix is in. I'm going to stir that up just to get it mixed. And then you take 1 cup of milk. Huh?
I'll get that for you.
Oh, hey. 1 cup of milk. I gotta get the
Measuring cup's on the other side.
measuring cup, which is on the other side. Here it is. Put in 1 cup of milk. And you do this and mix it in before you put the heat on. Because if you start to mix it before, when it's warm, it gets lumpy. So you want to slowly pour it in and stir. So that there's no lumps. You don't want lumps. No bueno. And it won't get lumpy if you mix it while it's still cold. So you just put that in and just kind of stir it up. Let it get dissolved, the sugar dissolved. See? It's looking like vanilla. Just like that. It takes a little bit of stirring. Because you don't want it to have lumps. No lumps. Okay, so now that that is mixed and dissolved so that there are no lumps, then you can turn it on the heat. Medium to low heat. You want it to heat up, but not too fast, because it will stick and burn on the bottom. So I'm going to turn it down to about there. Maybe about there. Right? So, and you got to make sure that you stir it constantly, especially once it starts to get warm. So there's that. And I'm putting the rest of this. Maybe not. I'm going to put in this. Make sure you have fresh milk. 1 cup. 2 cups. I think that's enough. 3 cups. Yeah, I think that's enough. And then, hey, bugger off. Then you just stir it slowly. Slowly stirring until it thickens. Until it's almost to the boiling point. Well, my sugar has pretty much melted. I can feel a few granules in there, but it's mostly already melted. And yeah, and just stir it till it starts to get thick, thick, thick. Okay, you got that? Okay, so it's getting hot, and it has started to thicken up. You gotta keep stirring it, otherwise it sticks to the bottom. So the hotter it gets, the faster you gotta stir. So yeah, it's just about there. And then as it cools, it will thicken even more. You don't want to splash any of this on your bare skin because it burns. Oh yeah. So just keep stirring till it's thick enough. It's getting there, see? Stirring. Oh, it's boiling. Oh, I guess it must be done. So I'm going to turn it off because it is up to a boil. Okay. said, it'll thicken up some more, thickens more as it cools. So once you see the bubble boils, then you know it's time to turn it off, because if you let it get too hot, it'll curdle. You don't want that. And that's pretty much it for this part. Yeah. Yeah. So once this is cooled, I'm going to put it into a bowl and let it cool some more. And then you just spoon this onto the cake, and then you spoon on your chunks of pineapple, and then you top it with whipping cream. Like, not a diet dessert. Oh, what desserts are, right? No. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed watching my little demonstration of how to make Granny's pineapple cake. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. And thanks for watching. Did I already say that? I think I did. Oh, I know, subscribe. That's what it was. Yeah. Okay. So that's it. That's all. And we'll see if I can show you the finished product. I don't know. We'll see. Can't make any commitments. Adios. Hey, hey, hey. So I'm going all out, and I committed to seeing it through. It's taking a little bit of time, but I'm doing it. All right. So here's the finished product. You take the cake and cut a nice little square, put it in a bowl, and then you scoop in some of the vanilla pudding. You put a nice dollop of that on top. Be generous. And then you take the pineapple, which we already chopped up into nice small little pieces. It's a really sweet pineapple too. And then you just sprinkle some of that on top. And again, be generous because there's lots of it and it's really good. So I'm going to put like three spoons on there. Yeah, it fell off, but that's okay. And then, hopefully this works. I have a little bit left of whipping cream. Normally we would use the actual whipping cream, you know, and mix it ourselves with the blender. But for some reason it doesn't whip here. I really don't know why. So I had to buy some of this already whipped whipping cream. And you just take that and squirt some on top, and hopefully it works. Oh, it does. Whoa. Just like that. And voila, there it is. Granny's pineapple cake. So sweet, you just want to gobble it all up. So I hope you enjoy. I know I've said this before too, but yeah. Ta-da. So enjoy. If you want the recipe, just comment. Ask me. All right. Thanks for watching. Adios. I just had to share this with you. It's really good. The pineapple, the whipping cream, and the cake with the pudding. You just gotta get it all in one bite. The whipping cream, pudding, the cake, and the pineapple. There you go. See, look at that. Thanks, Granny. Adios.